Hello guys, welcome back. This video is a quick tutorial about my automation running Acinfinity fan with the Fruition design kit. Um, I just got this Iceriver Ks3 Iceriver today. It was supposed to come tomorrow, but it's really good news. It came today and I was ready to set it up. So I set the kit, Fruition design in the previous video, quick video there. It's not really a tutorial because you can really watch those great videos on settings that with the greater good miner. He did a good job on setting all this up step by step, so I don't want to repeat that. I was just quickly showing how I did it. And then also it's been pretty much 40 minutes. I was just gonna show you the temperatures and how I'm getting to these temperatures right here, right? So obviously all the speeds of the fans, it just comes from those really, I think I just got the message from Tswift. Hold on a second. So no, it's not the update. I was waiting for the firmware upgrade on Ks3, but it didn't come yet. So anyways, where we were, the fan speed, it doesn't really matter. That just goes from the Fruition speed, the key, those little dummies that you connect in your fans. It's always stay the same, and your mining fan speeds here doesn't really matter because it's just gonna stay there, whatever it is. Now let's take a look. I'll look at my hash rate went up a little bit here. However, let's take a look on the temperatures. So I'm stably keeping them 53, 54. How did I do that? Is I'm using the Acinfinity controller, Wi-Fi controller. There's a Bluetooth controller and Wi-Fi controller. So we're using one of these nice devices right here, which is really cool, with the 8-inch fan. So I really like this option to be able to connect to phone, and there is really a lot of automation, and then you can check your fan speed over the phone if you're away from your mining rig, or adjust the stuff. So let's get to it. I'll show you how I did it. It's on the phone app. I haven't found any control that you can set up through your computer. I guess you just have to use the phone app. It's called Acinfinity. Once you download it, you will be let me show you that. Okay, so we will be right here. So you will see control. I have two of these. One is for KS3L and one is for KS3. So this is the new one. I set it up, and I use an automation. So the automation is your, let me reduce that slightly so you could see, and let's go back to our web GUI so you could see what's going on there with the temperatures, right? So we are here in automation, and you can add the new automation by clicking a plus button. So right over here. So as soon as you click plus button, you will get to the next screen. There is an off mode. That's at desired time. You can set off. There's on mode that you can set what speed and what time you want your fan run it. And we are using after mode. So the after mode is really done a really nice job. There's a bunch of different settings that we're not gonna use, but their after mode, I figured that's the best settings for this for the miner. So we go port 1 because that's only one port that connected. So it gives you just one option to select, and you go next. After that, you could select your start and time, and you can add multiple timing position. For example, if you want to at night run at certain speeds, and then during the day run at higher speeds, you can do that. Or you can simply just click here, and it would be throughout the entire day here. So that's what I'm gonna use. I'm not gonna change day and night yet because it's after it's gonna be based on our temperatures. There also is a good idea to try if you feel like during the day you have a lot higher temperatures than at night, then you can set different settings. However, let's look at the next feature. So we're gonna keep high temperature on and the low temperature off we don't need. So we're gonna deselect that, and humidity we're gonna unselect those two. And next is the minimum level. The minimum level I'd like to keep at 3 or 4 for this, just to be safe for the ASIC. And then the maximum is 10. So it's a 40, between 40 and 100%. That's how our application gonna set the fan. And lastly is our temperature transition. So I use usually 2 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's basically at your desired temperature here. Again, 194 is way too high, so I set it up to 115 Fahrenheit. And basically as soon as it reached on my exhaust, my sensor is on the exhaust side. Now you can set it up on intake side as well and use lower temperatures. I figured that the exhaust side makes more accurate determination because of it's based how hot is the air coming out of the ASIC, and therefore if it needs more air to push through. So we're gonna set at 115 here, and 2 degree Fahrenheit differences. What does that mean? That means as soon as the temperature on the exhaust side sensor gonna reach 115 degrees, it will go to from 40 to 50%, and then every 2 degrees it will increase by 10% until it reaches 100%. So that's pretty much it, and you click done. So once you click done, you will be in that screen. So now you're gonna create, that's your gonna be automation mode. So I already set this up. Actually I did at 112 degrees Fahrenheit, just because of the 115 brings the temperature to 55 to 56 degree, and I want to keep it down a little bit close to 55 or lower on exhaust on my ASIC. So 112 degrees, and I do have a 40% minimum settings and 100% maximum and 2 degrees transition. So let's the dynamic response, I haven't set anything here, need to really look in that, but if you guys want to read about it and see what's that transition means, but so far 10% increase works really well. Okay, so let's cancel that and let's go and see how is it working in real time. So our exhaust temperature right now is 116 degree. It's about 60 degree Fahrenheit outside. My intake goes from exterior through the filter that built in the shed, through the duct, and it goes to Infinity fan, and it blows into the Iceriver Ks3. So now I have 22 degree on intake temperature on the Iceriver side, and then exhaust temperatures 53 and 54. However, it's 115 degrees Fahrenheit on the exhaust of the sensor. It's by the end of the exhaust pipe that coming out from the Fruition design. So I basically taped it and left it inside there. And then I have a duct that is just pushing the air outside the shed. So just to create the pressure even in the shed, so I don't create any positive or negative pressure there. So now you could see this temperature slightly goes couple degrees up or down, and so the level of the fan go from 60 to 70%. Now yes, it will kind of, when it's on the edge of the temperatures, it will kind of go between 60-70 until the temperatures outside or intake goes down and reduces the temperatures on the exhaust. Then it drops the percentage of the running fan. So that's pretty much what it does. It's really nicely controlling. Let me refresh here so you could see it's how nicely it's keeping the temperatures pretty even between 53 55, so 54 to 55 degree. So that's about it. Let me know if you like that video and if you set any other way to control your Acinfinity fan if you're using that Fruition design. By the way, thanks for Greater Good Mining sending me that code for Fruition design kit. I think it's you just go to their website catalog and then you select your specific silencer kit. So they have a bunch of different miners available, right? So go there, check it out. Go on Greater Good Miner video. He has a very particular tutorial how to set it up and run this Fruition design kit. I had mine set up and it works perfectly fine with the Acinfinity fan. I'm using the controller. The only difference, I'm using Wi-Fi controller that programmable. That's what I really like, and that's what keeping my temperatures really stable. And I'm gonna test it out through the gonna check during when the temperature outside gonna drop by a lot. It's around 60 59 outside. It will drop probably quickly to around 50 degree. It will be cooler this week, even gonna go to 38 35. So we'll be looking how well the automation works on the Acinfinity. And also we will check this out during the day when the temperatures goes a little bit higher, because during the day we have around 65 degrees. During the winter sometimes it's nice 70 degree, but when it gets really hot, it'll be interesting to see how it performs during the summer. But I will, as soon as it reaches probably over 90 degree outside, I'm gonna, or 85 degree usually, I'm usually switching from the exterior intake to interior AC. I have couple AC set up in the shed, so it will be a cooling by air conditioning in my case. So let's that's pretty much it for this video. Let's wrap it up and I will see you on the next one. Oh, look at that. We are at 30 minutes. We are already 8.3 terahash on the pool, which is really nice. Okay, well, it's great news. It's mining. It's performing the way it's supposed to be. And look at the 88 pentahash. It is probably gonna kick 100 pentahash within a week. I said it's gonna take a little longer, but in 3 days we're gonna have this reduce next block reward reduction by 147. So we will be looking 147. Let's take a look what's gonna be our profitability. I mean the rewards in CASPA for KS3. 147 at 88 pentahash already. We're gonna drop to 1200 CASPA a day. Are you kidding me? Seriously, it is. It looks like we are gonna be back to KS3L upgraded, you know, with this oh look, actually it's with the overclocked hardware. So yeah, we will be under 1200 without overclocking firmware. Will be 1172 for KS3. It just was about 2 weeks ago we were getting 1200 a day, even more, 1400 a day CASPA for our KS3L. Wow, very interesting. Very much dropping down. Yeah, hash rate going down as more ASICs approaches the network. Looks like that's the part of a game. Hopefully CASPA price keeping up a little bit over the 13 or 14 cents. Then our ROI, by the way, already ROI on my KS3L, which is really good news. Besides that, I have some my Casper locked in trade auger that not allowing me to do anything with some of that. Luckily I switched all the pools to the other wallet, so I'm not gonna use the trade auger exchange any longer. However, I got stuck with some about 70,000 Casper for this miner, 70,000 Casper on this miner, and my first one did not get ROI because somebody stole 26,000 Casper from my Cas wallet from the on the web wallet, which is really not a good news. I don't really like that, and I'm not using the web wallets any longer with the seats. So anyways, I guess that's just a different subject, but we are on the Acinfinity settings. Just one more time, we're gonna refresh, see how our miner is doing pretty well with those temperatures after an hour running 83. I really like that. We're gonna see the temperatures are really nice, below 55 degree. So, and it's probably running 70%. Our let's take a look at the power consumption is about 33 and 3,326 watts right here. I don't know if you guys can see, probably not. So what I'm gonna do is, can I zoom it in? That's so weird. Am I gonna show that? Hold on a sec. Alright, I basically had to make it smaller. I didn't realize that this screen was cut off here. So the power consumption, as you could see right here for my Ks3, is 3.325 or 3, so about 3,300 watts plus minus, and that's at the power at the outlet. So without the fans, my Acinfinity fans runs on a separate line that is connected right here, but it's together with multiple fans, so I don't show powers. And obviously it basically shows up, the power is really easy. I can show you, it's at 60%. I have set it up here. So this is a 20%, run at 66 watts, and I think 40% at 90 watt, no, 40% at 66 watts, and then 60% around 90 watts. So I probably run 90 and 100 watts for my fan. So I guess that's about it for that video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.